So let's start working with the customizing the login form. First, we're gonna create some files. So I'm gonna be working in this section with Atom. And we're gonna create a new folder. Right click, new folder. And this folder is gonna be called login. And this will contain the Cascade style sheets or the style sheets, the JavaScript file, and the images. So we're gonna create 3 folders: CSS, IMG, and finally JS for JavaScript. So I'm gonna open here and you can see we have these folders. And we're gonna create 2 files. New file on the CSS folder, and this one is gonna be called login styles.css. And here on the JavaScript folder, we're gonna create a new file called login.js. So we're gonna add these files in our functions.php, and we're gonna create a function, admin styles, and we're gonna hook this function into login and queue scripts. And the name of the function is this one. And finally, the priority was going to be 10. You can see we have the login and queue scripts. And here at the bottom, when we add the scripts, we are using WP and queue scripts. WP and queue scripts means that these styles and JavaScript files are going to be added in the front end of the site, but these login and queue scripts are going to be loaded in this screen. So the way that you add those files is the same as regular scripts and CSS files. We're going to add WP and queue style, and it doesn't matter that it says scripts. You can add styles and scripts in this section. So we're gonna add the name login CSS, then the path get template directory URI. We're gonna append the value. Here we have the login CSS, so let's add login CSS and the file login styles.css. And finally, this doesn't have any dependencies, so we add false. And let's add the JavaScript file that we created. WP and queue script. And the name of this file is gonna be login.js. And then the path, I'm gonna copy everything from here. Paste, and we're gonna change the directory, JS, and login.js. The dependencies for this is gonna be jQuery, so we're gonna load jQuery first and then this library, and the version is gonna be 1.0, and we're gonna add this in a string, and finally we're gonna append this in the footer using true. So we're gonna save and check that we didn't break anything. So you can right click, inspect, and here on the console, let's check that we don't have any errors. You can see that we don't have any problems. So we successfully added our files. You can see here we have the dependency for jQuery. So let's enqueue that, enqueue script, and let's remove everything, and we're gonna pass only the name jQuery. So you can add something like here in the login. You can add something like function and an alert that says it works. So you can see it's working as expected. And now we successfully added the styles and the JavaScript. You can add something here like body login, something really something like a background color red. And you can see that everything is working. So in the next video, we're gonna add a library called Vegas, jQuery Vegas. So we can add our images as a background in our login section.